Anna and Jake are in a tricky situation today. Let's see if they handle it. Have you ever felt like your English is technically correct, but it just sounds a little stiff, like you're reading from a textbook instead of having a real conversation? Well, you are not alone. Many English learners, even at the B1 level and beyond, struggle with sounding truly natural. And often, the secret to unlocking that natural, fluent sound lies in mastering something called phrasal verbs. These are those tricky little verb preposition combinations that native speakers use all the time, often without even thinking about it. They can completely change the tone of your language, making you sound like you actually live and breathe English. Today, we're going to dive into a real-life scenario where Anna, who's usually so precise with her language, finds herself sounding a bit formal, while Jake effortlessly uses everyday phrasal verbs. I'm going to show you exactly how to integrate these powerful expressions into your daily conversations so you can stop sounding like a textbook and start sounding like a true native speaker. Get ready to transform your English from correct to captivating. Oh, wow, Jake. Thank goodness it's coffee time. This week has been something else, honestly. I feel like I'm constantly chasing my tail.
Tell me about it. You look like you haven't slept in days. What's been going on? Are you managing to get through it all?
Managing is a strong word, my friend. I'm trying to complete everything, but the tasks just keep multiplying. I had to spend half of yesterday just trying to receive updates on 3 different projects. It was exhaustive.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I had to catch up on about 100 emails myself on Monday. It felt like I was drowning. But seriously, 3 projects? That's intense. Did you catch up on all of them?
I mean, I received partial updates on 2, but the third one, no luck. And then, as if that wasn't enough, I encountered a significant problem with the new software update. It completely crashed my system. Just what I needed, you know?
Oh no, that's the worst. So you ran into some major tech issues, huh? I had a similar thing last month, but it was with my internet connection. It just went out mid-meeting. I nearly pulled my hair out trying to figure out what was wrong.
Exactly. It's like you think you've planned everything perfectly and then bam, something unexpected just appears. I spent 2 hours on the phone with tech support trying to resolve it. It was so frustrating. I honestly thought I wasn't going to complete the day without throwing my laptop out the window.
Wow, I can totally relate. That's a rough start to the week. How did you eventually get through it? Did tech support help you figure out the problem?
Well, eventually, yes. They guided me through a series of reboots and reinstallations, but it meant I had to delay my entire morning schedule. I even had to postpone that important client meeting until tomorrow, which I really didn't want to do.
Oh, that's a bummer. So you had to put off the client meeting? I hate when that happens. It always throws off your whole rhythm. I almost had to put off my gym session this morning because I overslept, but I managed to squeeze it in. Whew.
Yeah, it really did. And now I'm just trying to manage all the rescheduled tasks and make sure I haven't forgotten anything crucial. It's a lot to handle.
Sounds like you have a lot to deal with right now. Don't let it all overwhelm you, though. Remember to take a few deep breaths. You're always so good at dealing with tricky situations.
Thanks, Jake. I appreciate that. I'm trying, but honestly, it feels like every single day this week I've had to encounter a new obstacle. I had a deadline yesterday that I just barely completed on time, and today I have another one that's looking equally challenging. I'm not sure how I'm going to complete this whole week without collapsing.
You'll get through it, Anna. You always do. Just take it one step at a time. Maybe try to put off some non-urgent stuff until next week if you can. Sometimes you just gotta prioritize. I mean, last week, I had to deal with a really difficult client, and I almost let it ruin my whole day. But then, I just focused on what I could control.
That's good advice. I'm trying to prioritize, but everything feels urgent right now. I have a backlog of emails I need to process from last week. I mean, I tried to receive updates on them this morning, but then the software crashed and it was a whole thing. So now I'm even further behind.
Sounds like you need to dedicate some serious time to catch up on those emails. Maybe block out an hour and close everything else and just power through. That's what I do. And speaking of catching up, did you ever catch up with Sarah after her trip? She was saying she wanted to tell you all about it.
Oh, Sarah. No, I haven't. See, that's another thing. I've been so swamped with work that I haven't had a chance to connect with anyone socially. I really want to hear about her vacation. I'll have to text her later and try to arrange a meeting.
Yeah, you should. She has some wild stories. You might even run into her later. She says she was going to be at the gym downtown. But back to your work crisis. Have you tried talking to your manager about the workload? Maybe they can help you figure out a way to redistribute some tasks or something.
I'm considering it. I need to organize my thoughts first before I approach them. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, just that I'm trying to be realistic about what I can manage effectively. And if I don't resolve this current tech issue properly, it's going to affect everything else down the line, you know? It's all connected.
Totally. You definitely need to figure out a long-term solution for that tech problem. And don't be afraid to ask for help when you need to deal with too much. We all have those weeks where it feels like everything's conspiring against us. I mean, last week, I ran into my ex-girlfriend at the grocery store. Talk about awkward. I just wanted the ground to swallow me up.
Oh, wow. That is awkward. Did you engage in conversation? I would just freeze, I think.
Briefly, we exchanged polite hellos, and then I quickly made my escape to the frozen foods aisle. Had to deal with that shock pretty quickly. See? Life just throws stuff at you, and you gotta deal with it. Sometimes you just have to laugh it off.
True. I guess I just need to find a way to laugh about my crashed software and mountain of emails. It's just hard to see the humor when you're in the middle of it. I really need to complete these urgent tasks by end of day. I can't afford to delay them any further.
You'll get through them, Anna. You've got this. And if you run into any more tech issues, just shout. I'm pretty good at Googling solutions, which is basically half of figuring out technical problems, right?
Thanks, Jake. I appreciate the offer. I mean, I do feel a little better just talking it out. It helps to process everything. Maybe I can postpone that less urgent report until tomorrow morning, just to free up some brain space for these more critical items.
That's a great idea. Definitely put off anything that isn't absolutely critical. You can always catch up on it first thing tomorrow. You've got to protect your energy, you know? Otherwise, you'll burn out, and then you won't be able to deal with anything effectively.
You're right. I do need to be better about that. I think I'm so focused on completing everything perfectly that I forget to breathe. Okay, so I'll put off that report, and I'll try to catch up on those emails later this afternoon. And if I encounter any more problems, I'll try to just deal with them one by one, instead of letting them all overwhelm me at once. Thanks, Jake. This coffee chat really helped me organize my thoughts.
Anytime, Anna. That's what friends are for. You'll get through this week, no problem. Just remember to use those phrasal verbs. They make everything sound so much more natural, right? And maybe next time we catch up, you won't be looking so stressed.
Did you hear the difference? Anna initially was using perfectly correct English, but it sounded a bit like a formal report. Receive updates, encounter a significant problem, delay my morning schedule, all correct, but not quite how native speakers naturally chat over coffee. Jake, on the other hand, effortlessly wove in phrasal verbs like catch up, run into, get through, put off, figure out, and deal with. These small changes made his speech flow naturally, sound more dynamic, and allowed him to express nuanced ideas more efficiently. This isn't about being wrong or right. It's about sounding natural, fluent, and truly confident in your everyday English. Mastering these phrasal verbs will not only make you sound more like a native speaker, but it will also help you understand native speakers better, because, let's be honest, we use them all the time. So, are you ready to stop sounding stiff and start sounding smooth? Let's break down these essential phrasal verbs and practice using them yourself. All right, let's dive into the fantastic phrasal verbs Anna needed and Jake used so naturally. Remember, a phrasal verb is a verb combined with a preposition or an adverb, and often the meaning is completely different from the original verb. Don't worry, we'll make it clear. First up, catch up. This phrasal verb has two main uses that are incredibly common. Catch up on something means to bring yourself up to date on something you've missed, like news, work, or sleep. Anna needed to do this with her emails and projects. Example, I need to catch up on my emails after my vacation. Catch up on my emails. Example, let's catch up on the latest news. Catch up on the latest news. Example, Anna worked late to catch up on her tasks. Catch up on her tasks. 2. Run into someone or a problem. This one is super versatile for unexpected encounters. Run into someone means to meet someone unexpectedly, by chance. Example, I ran into my English teacher at the grocery store yesterday. Ran into my English teacher at the grocery store yesterday. Example, did you ever run into anyone famous? Run into anyone famous. Run into a problem or difficulty means to encounter an unexpected issue or obstacle. Example, we ran into some technical difficulties during the presentation. Ran into technical difficulties. Example, they ran into a lot of resistance with their new proposal. Ran into a lot of resistance. 3. Get through a task or a day. This phrasal verb is perfect for talking about finishing something difficult or surviving a challenging period. Get through a task means to complete a task, often one that is difficult or takes a long time. Example, I don't know how I'm going to get through all this paperwork. Get through all this paperwork. Example, she studied all night to get through her exams. Get through her exams. Get through a day or period means to survive or cope with a difficult period of time. Example, I just need to get through this challenging week. Get through this challenging week. Example, how did you get through your flight delay? Get through your flight delay. 4. Put off doing something or a meeting. This one means to delay something or postpone an action. Put off doing something means to delay an action or task. Example, don't put off your homework until the last minute. Don't put off your homework. Example, he keeps putting off going to the dentist. Putting off going to the dentist. Put off a meeting or event means to postpone it to a later time. Example, we had to put off the meeting until next Tuesday. Put off the meeting. Example, the bad weather forced them to put off the picnic. Put off the picnic. 5. Figure out a solution or a plan. This phrasal verb is about understanding or solving something. Figure out a problem or solution means to understand or find a solution to a problem. Example, can you help me figure out this math problem? Figure out this math problem. Example, I need to figure out why my computer isn't working. Figure out why my computer isn't working. Figure out a plan means to create or devise a plan. Example, let's figure out a plan for our summer vacation. Figure out a plan. Example, we need to figure out what to do next. Figure out what to do next. 6. Deal with a situation or a person. This is about managing or handling something or someone. Deal with a situation or problem means to manage, handle, or cope with a specific situation or problem. Example, how do you deal with stress during exams? Deal with stress. Example, the customer service representative helped me deal with my complaint. Deal with my complaint. Deal with a person means to interact with or manage a particular person, often in a challenging context. Example, he's very good at dealing with difficult clients. Dealing with difficult clients. Example, sometimes it's hard to deal with my younger brother. Deal with my younger brother. There you have it. 6 powerful phrasal verbs that will instantly make your English sound more natural and fluent. Remember to practice saying them out loud, just like we did with the prompts. The more you use them, the more natural they'll become. Here's a bonus tip for mastering phrasal verbs. Don't try to learn them all at once. It's overwhelming. Instead, pick 1 or 2 that resonate with your daily life or conversations, like the ones we covered today. Write them down in a sentence that's true for you. For example, I need to catch up on my favorite TV show tonight. Or, I hope I don't run into any traffic on my way home. Then, actively try to use them when you're speaking or writing. The more you integrate them into your own personal context, the faster they will become second nature, and the less stiff your English will sound. Context, consistency, and personal connection are your best friends in this journey.
So there you have it. You've just learned how to transform your English from correct but stiff to natural and fluent, just like Jake. By replacing those more formal verbs with natural phrasal verbs like catch up, run into, get through, put off, figure out, and deal with, you're not just learning new words, you're adopting a whole new way of expressing yourself, the way native speakers do every single day. The next time you're describing a busy week or an unexpected encounter, try to use these phrasal verbs. You'll be amazed at how quickly your English comes alive. If you loved this lesson and want to continue sounding more natural, hit that like button, subscribe for more practical English tips, and tell us in the comments, what's one phrasal verb you're going to start using today? Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember, every little step makes your English journey more exciting and more fluent. See you next time for more everyday English.